Open Studios is a great opportunity for anyone who has a love of art or an interest in seeing how things are done to come along, meet the artist, see the studio and how they've set it all up, and maybe just get a bit of an insight into, you know, how their artistic process works. I am a resin artist. A beautiful fluid medium. It's a two-part liquid. There are lots and lots of different resins. Depending on the project that you're going to do, you'll choose the resin with the properties that you're after. Today we're going to do a bit of a pour on a natural edge timber piece which I've prepared, and I'll show you the lovely fluid medium and how it works.
Sweet. Why is creating your passion?
I've always loved making things, so whether it's painting or drawing or quilting, lots of different art forms. I see something and I want to know how it's done, so I give it a go. And I discovered resin probably about 7 years ago now and just fell in love with it. I think the vibrancy of the colours, the way that you can create the depth by layering your pieces, it really, really draws me in. And yeah, of course my inspiration comes from the ocean. I follow a lot of the aerial drone photographers and try to recreate looking through the crashing waves. And also resin is so versatile, like it's amazing what you can do with it. And different ideas. I've always got all these ideas that I want to try, and one of them recently, which is over here, the Abyss. This piece here I had in my mind for 2 years, and trying to gather all the components and working out how to actually get it together, because it's a block of resin with the diver within. And my first attempt failed. I poured 4 litres of resin into the mould and the mould gave way. So the next morning I came out and I just had a blob of resin on the floor. So it was an absolute disaster. But I wasn't going to let it beat me. I had to just give it another go. So I had to get all my components again. And yeah, this time it really came together perfectly. And that has actually been accepted into the Local Artist, Local Content Art Prize coming up at Caloundra next month. So yeah, very happy to be able to show that piece. I'll put my apron on and we'll do a bit of mixing and some pouring. I'll put the colours into my cups first, but with this one I need to do a bit of mixing. I'm actually going to use my drill bit. Handy, ready to go. Where am I going to do my design? I think I'll come down that way. formula between the pigments that, like, if I used a different white, I wouldn't get that effect at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's so many different elements that come into place when you're working with resin. So it's finding the formula between which pigments work with which resin and with each other as well. And depending on the density, allows some to flow over and separate and others to blend together.
Awesome.
Now, I always have a little bit left over in my cups, so I don't like to waste anything. So that's where I pour into little moulds and things and
Cute.
make things for the kids
Love
at
it.
the markets. So this is the fun part. Finished piece. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really lovely. I'm happy with that one.